Most people are not destroying their lives with one big decision. They are doing it with thousands of tiny repeated sentences. Everything sucks. People are terrible. Nothing ever works. My life is falling apart. And after repeating those for years, they wonder why their nervous system feels unsafe. Their brain becomes what it repeatedly rehearses. And today, we're talking about how your words become your world. All right, we got to talk about this because I think one of the most dangerous addictions in modern society is negative conversation. And the crazy part is, most people think they're just talking, but they are programming their attention, programming their nervous system, programming their identity, programming what they notice, programming what they emotionally expect from life. And then they say, see, I told you life was horrible. Yeah, because your brain became trained to search for evidence of the story you kept repeating. The brain practices what it repeats. The brain is efficient. Whatever you repeat, it strengthens. That's neuroscience. Neurons that fire together, wire together. So if every day you rehearse outrage, gossip, fear, betrayal, victimhood, doom, your brain gets good at finding more of it. Not because the universe hates you, because attention is being trained. And manifestation people sometimes miss this. Manifestation is not magic wishing. It is identity plus attention plus emotional rehearsal. Neville Goddard talked about assumption. Psychologists talked about conditioning. Neuroscientists talk about the neural reinforcement. Different language, same principle. The mind moves toward what it repeatedly, emotionally rehearses. Gossip is emotional programming. Now listen carefully. I'm not saying ignore problems. I'm not saying pretend everything is perfect. That's fake positivity. That's spiritual bypassing. No, what I am saying is stop worshiping problems. Some people rehearse negativity all day long, and eventually their nervous system becomes addicted to outrage, and gossip becomes emotional caffeine. Have you noticed this? Some people don't even know how to bond with negativity. The entire relationship is complaints, blame, criticism, fear, doom, talking about how horrible everyone is. And after years of this, their entire reality becomes emotionally dark because the words we repeat become the world, because the words we repeat become the world we notice. The golden rule. Now, here's where this gets deep. The golden rule is not just morality, it's psychology, it's nervous system science, it's manifestation. How you speak about others changes you, not just them. If you constantly attack, my nervous system learns attack. If you constantly judge, my mind learns judgment. If I constantly search for ugliness, my attention becomes trained towards ugliness. But if I start searching for courage, beauty, growth, kindness, solutions, possibility, my nervous system changes too. That's why I think we should start gossiping about beauty. Seriously, what if gossip became, did you hear how much that person grew? Did you hear what they overcame? Did you hear how kind they were? Did you hear what they created? Did you see what they cleaned up? That changes culture. That changes consciousness. You cannot force people to change. Now, this part matters. You cannot shame people into awakening. You cannot argue someone out of an emotional identity they've rehearsed for 20 years. Sometimes negativity is protection. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's significance. Sometimes it's familiarity. And hope can actually feel unsafe to people who are used to chaos. Stop trying to control everybody. Instead, become a different emotional environment. Calm, grounded, certain, present. Observe without absorbing. Hear without joining. Redirect without preaching. That is real power. Power redirects. Here are some simple redirects I use. Instead of everything is terrible, try what's still working here. Instead of people suck, try who's actually doing something beautiful lately. Instead of this is hopeless, try what's the strongest possible outcome. Instead of rehearsing suffering, practice rehearsing solutions because attention grows where energy goes. And your nervous system is always listening to your words, always. Here's another interesting fact sidebar. It's like When you hear somebody else complaining, judging, or gossiping about somebody, they are gossiping what and judging what is in their world, what they see. And now you have a deeper insight into that person. Okay, into the sidebar. Emotionally build. Imagine if every day you woke up and consciously trained your speech, not fake positivity, not denial, but intentional direction. You start saying, things can improve, people can grow, I can learn, I can adapt. So people can learn and people can adapt. There is beauty here. There are still good people. I can become stronger. They can become stronger. I don't need negativity to feel connected. I connect through positivity. That changes your emotional baseline. That changes your relationship. That changes your attention. That changes your identity. And eventually, that changes your life. The words you repeat become the world you notice. So be careful what you rehearse emotionally because your mind is listening, your nervous system is listening, your identity is listening. Train your mind, train your breath, train your emotions, train your attention. And remember this, you do not become what you want. You become what you repeatedly practice. So practice what you want. If this video helped you, drop one positive sentence in the comments that you want your nervous system to start practicing today. And if you know somebody trapped in negativity, don't send them hate, send them light. I wish you all wisdom and understanding, love and peace in your life. And find the joy today and enjoy this day. It's beautiful here.